Hey guys, so I want to welcome you all back to my channel. I'm Timah, and my channel is Cooking for Health with Timah. And so I'm gonna recite something. I'm gonna see if I remember this. I know I'm not gonna remember it verbatim, but this is something from the Garba Upanishad. It's an ancient Hindu philosophy text, and it beautifully articulates the significance of the sacred womb. And it states the womb is the abode of the soul, which is where the divine spark resides. It is the sacred vessel that nurtures and shapes the future of the child. Within the womb, the unborn child is connected to the cosmic forces of creation and carries the potential to manifest divine qualities. Right? So the Upanishads are a collection of 108 texts, where the Garba is just one of the texts, and it's known as a minor Upanishad, and it's listed at number 17. But they all offer a profound insight into the mysteries of existence, awareness, and reality. So they originate from the ancient India and are considered some of the oldest philosophical and spiritual texts in the world. And so scholars believe that they were composed between 800 and 200 BCE. Now, in addition, there are some ancient cultures, such as the Egyptians and the Mayans, who also believe that the womb was a sacred space that connects us to the divine. And also, there are certain Native American traditions, like the Navajo and the Hopi tribes, that also state the womb is a portal to spiritual energies, and it is believed that the womb connects individuals to the spiritual realm and the ancestors, right? So ladies, what I'm telling you in regards to this is that the womb is more than just a physical place on our body, right? It is a spiritual portal where the journey of souls commences. We are connected to the very essence of creation, ladies. Okay. But at a very rapid pace, we are developing these unnatural growths within these portals. And they're called fibroids, they're called cysts, they call them myomas. It's the endometriosis, right? So now, I don't know what it is that seems to be attempting to come here, but it seems to be many, right? And it appears that, let me say that again, okay? Because maybe some of y'all didn't hear what I said, right? Because our wombs are portals, I don't know what it is that's attempting to come here, but there seems to be many that are attempting to come here. Yes, I know what that sounds like, right? Okay. And it appears to be, it appears that it wants to manifest through the black woman's portal, right? And I only say that because it is the majority of black women facing this issue. Not to say that other women are not having this issue, because other women are definitely having this issue. So let me just show you something here. So this site, this is the BMC Public Health site. This was reported in 2023. So this was reported this year. The studies were done between 1990 and 29, but these studies, they are continuously going. So, and like it says, this is global. They did this globally, right? All right. So what I want to go to, we're going to go down to some of the results All right. So this is just showing. This is showing the breakdown. Is this the one that I wanted? Hold on. Right. So this is showing a breakdown where these growths within our sacred wombs, within our portals, have been increasing and then decreasing per 100,000 women within specific regions, right? So this is the UK, this is Korea, this is all over the world, right? So there's let me see if I can find the specific ones where they were showing how it's been going down, how it decreased like 30% in the European nations. I just have to find that part again. Discussion part, because the discussion area is something that I really wanted to go into as well. And let me see here with this. Let me go to, okay, here it is. It's highlighted. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to read this out here. Globally, in 2019, uterine fibroids accounted for 9.6 million incident cases, right? 9.6 million incident cases. And then there was 226 million, 0.05 million prevailed cases. And then there was 1.25 million numbers in the yield cases. So this is a significant increase compared with the numbers in 1990. The annual percentage change in incident rates, prevalent rate, and YLD rate of uterine fibroids increased in middle, low, and low SDI countries such as African countries. So it increased. It's increasing here in African countries, India, and Brazil, right? So these would be heavily melanated people. That's why I said that whatever that's going on is heavily with black women, because these Indian women, these are black women. Brazilian women, these are black women. And again, I am not saying that other women across the world, in the European nations, Korea, anything like that, are not dealing with this, because they absolutely are, as this document on this site actually shows. It shows that they are, but it has decreased 30%, while in these darker nations it's increasing, right? Now, so let's go here. The largest population, black women, who had 3 to 4 times greater rates of occurring uterine fibroids than other races, and 70 to 80% of black women will experience fibroids during their lifetime. Now they say that it could be, let's highlight this. They said that it could be due to the lack of knowledge, wrongful, deep-seated cultural beliefs, right? Cultural beliefs. So it's a lot of stuff that you have to put down, because all this stuff holds emotions, and because we are the feminine, we embody, and we are the material form of feminine energy. We suck stuff in like a black hole. We take things, we take information in, hold on to it, and for whatever reasons, we don't let stuff go. And one of the number one places that we're holding it is inside of our baby space, right inside of our womb. That's the most creative space. And so we're creating something else inside of our wombs, because we hold on to a lot of wrongful, highlight that, wrongful, deep-seated cultural beliefs. These beliefs could be in regards to who you think you are, who society is trying to make you believe that you are, how you see yourself in society, in your family, around whatever, right? Just how you look at yourself, how you feel about yourself, because cultural beliefs can put a strain on you, right? You start trying to live up to what their beliefs are on you. So that means you're more than likely going to start suppressing yourself in regards to who you really are, right? All right, so it also says poverty, and then the last one is basically you don't have health insurance, so you're not going to get checked out like maybe other women inside the European nations are, But African women delay these because, and it says, oftentimes African women present late in the course of the disease when fibroids have grown to larger proportions and are causing debilitating health issues such as severe hemorrhage and grave anemia. See, because when you start bleeding, it ain't nothing like being on your period. When you're just on your period, there may not be much coming out. You may have a heavy period, but a hemorrhage, a hemorrhage, that's when you just have this heavy blood flow. You're messing up your clothes. You don't want to go nowhere. You don't want to just do anything. You want to sit home and probably just stay sitting on the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Because you're just draining. It's just flowing like it's a river, right? Okay. And this causes anemia. So not only that lacking, I'm still reading, not only that lacking highly skilled experts, poor quality of services, unaffordable pharmaceutical costs, and poor nutritional status together, aggressive morbidity and mortality in African countries. See, so basically, because it's poor and, the resources aren't there, so you can't go and get this. So on this ground, education and increased awareness of the symptoms of uterine fibroids, as well as international collaborations and support, such as providing health care and transfer skills, medical supplies, donations, facilities, constructions, may ameliorate the current situation. All right. Now, I let it be known, and I continue to let it be known, that I heal myself of fibroids, right? I healed myself of fibroids, and I have showed the fibroids coming out of me. But still, you have, excuse me, hold on, let me get some water. But still you have women saying, I've been told that you cannot pass fibroids. I've told that they will not die off on their own. You can't do it naturally. See, this is why I don't pay attention to other people, and I keep telling y'all that you have to stop listening to all these people out in society. They're telling you about what they can't do. You have to get into knowing what you can do. And you can't just believe it. You actually have to know that you can do this. So, let me show you. Let me get to the other. I want to show you something else here. Okay? So, because this is not just going to be me saying, yes, you can. Yes, you can heal, right? So let me just show you this. So this is the website. This is the USA Fibroid Center's website, right? So what is fibroid sloughing? So I said I'm about to prove something to you, right? Now this was posted Monday, June 26, 2023. Understanding fibroid sloughing. Let's read what that is. Fibroid sloughing, also known as fibroid degeneration or necrosis, refers to a natural process where a uterine fibroid undergoes cell death and subsequent breakdown. This, what I want to read, isn't information that's always in our facing. All right, so understanding fibroid sloughing. Let's go. Okay, so a portion of the fibroid may start to die off. During fibroid sloughing, the dead tissue may disintegrate and be expelled from the body, often resulting in vaginal discharge containing blood and tissue fragments. Okay, so basically what this thing is telling you, that yes you can. Okay, all right. Through fibroid sloughing is generally not a case for major concern. Properly informing the healthcare provider of, well, that's not what I want. What does fibroid shedding? How does it look? Fibroid shedding, also known as fibroid sloughing, presents as an expulsion of fibroid tissue from the uterus. It can manifest as dark, clotted vaginal discharge containing tissue fragments, which may range in size and consistency. Okay. The shedding process typically occurs in response to fibroid regeneration and necrosis, right? Where the fibroid tissue undergoes cell death due to the reduction in its blood supply. As the fibroid tissue disintegrates, it may be expelled from the body through the vaginal canal. What have I been telling you guys? I have been telling you because a lot of you have been asking, how did it come out? Where did it come out? There's really just one place that it could come out. It's through the vaginal canal. That is coming out through your reproductive organ, through your portal opening of the vagina in the root chakra, right? So that's where it's leaving the body. That's the same place where your baby would leave the body, right? We're creating it all inside of our womb, and then we produce it through the world, through our vaginas. So I was saying, what is it that's trying to come here, right? Because it's through a majority of black women. And whatever it is, it's being stopped. And in European nations. Right? So, I mean, whatever it is being stopped, it's a baby. It's going to come here in the form of a baby. But there are some, there's another document that I want to look into. And, okay. All right, I got it. So let me show you guys this here. Let's get this off the screen. Okay, here. So all I did was put in pictures of fibroids with teeth and hair. And this is what we come up with. Okay. Fibroids definitely have teeth and hair. This very first one from News 18, ovarian cysts having hair and teeth. Okay. We go on over. Look at. A lot of these they just won't show it. They don't want us to see stuff, but there's a piece of hair growing from it. So let's just see. Let's go into this one that says tumor filled with hair. Let's just see if it's gonna even let me go into it. If it's gonna show me what I want to see. View it. Yeah, I want to see it. Okay. You see this here? Look at this. it has hair, and it has teeth. Okay? You're not eating this. Okay? We're not eating this stuff, right? But it's hair and teeth. It's hair and teeth inside of this fibroid. Okay? It's hair and teeth, right? Hair and teeth. Let's see some more. I know this is a trigger moment. I'm sorry, you guys. This is a trigger moment. This is a trigger moment. It's a trigger moment. It is. Hair and teeth. That's it. Look. Look. Hair and teeth. These are teeth. And the size of it, it's a human. These are human size. Look at this. That's a human size teeth. These are human size teeth. Right? Okay? So that's why I'm like, what is it that's trying to come here? What or who trying to come here? Because it seems to be very important. And maybe maybe there's the attempt to try to keep it from coming here, right? But something or somebody, or a lot of somebodies, is trying to come here. And you have to be born through the womb to get here, right? You got to be born through the womb in order to get here, you know? But I mean, there are 4 modes of reproduction found in various species. So you have your seed, which you have seed, moisture, live, and egg. We encompass all of it, right? Seed is from plants, moisture from what? Insects, live birth, mammals, us, right? Eggs, but we encompass all of that. But through none of those other wombs have I seen where something like this is going on. They're not having fibroid issues. They ain't having that. But this human female, our portals are having these issues. Right? Right? Okay. So I'm just going to take this. I'm going to take this off the screen here. And let me see. Okay. I do not need to leave that up on the screen. And I'm sorry about that trigger effect, you guys. That was not my intention while making my points. However, a couple of years ago, I made a video where I mentioned parthenogenesis. So that's a form of reproduction that occurs without the need of fertilization by a male. And so in parthenogenesis, the female is capable of producing offspring that are genetically identical to herself. Okay? So basically, our ovaries play a very crucial role in parthenogenesis because they produce the eggs that develop into this being without the need for fertilization. So through this process called oogenesis, the ovaries release a mature egg that can develop into genetically identical offspring. So that allows us to reproduce without the involvement of males. And you know, in Greek mythology, there's stories of goddesses and mortal women who actually conceive and give birth to children without the involvement of men. And one such text that goes into this topic is Theogony by Hesiod. It's an ancient Greek poem that describes the birth of various births through parthenogenesis, right? Now, in the Garbha Upanishad, it mentions if the father's seed is more potent, then the fetus will become a male. And if the mother seed is stronger, then the child would be a female. But if the seeds are equal, so if his sperm is equal in strength to my egg, then what would occur is intersexual, right? So they say that it's going to be neither male nor female, right? So I guess it's actually prudent to say that in order to obtain a female, we should have a very healthy womb for our seed, which is the egg. So now, in addition to a healthy womb, you would need balanced and nutritious diet during pregnancy, which means natural organic foods with plenty of minerals. You also have to have a stress-free environment and engage in regular physical exercise to increase the chances of having a female child. Now, however, after we get older, the chances of having a female child may decrease because of this point. It's not solely due to the potency of our seed, right? So it's the advancement of age. So now there's a higher risk of chromosomal abnormalities such as Down syndrome, which affects the gender's ratio, mostly resulting in boys. Then there's the hormonal balances and the decline in fertility, which contributes to a lower likelihood of conceiving a female child. So, therefore, it is actually more accurate to say that the older we become, the more complex the factors influencing the gender of the child become. Because now, this becomes like a trick bag at this point. You just never know what you're going to get. Just put it inside a bag, shake it up, and out comes what it comes. But apparently, we should be able to influence this. But because of all these things that stacked up against us, the GMO foods, the hybridized foods that are very acidic, the chemicals in the food, the stress that comes with life, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot that's against us, but the healthier you are, the better the chance of having a daughter, according to the Garbage Upanishad. All right, so now back in 2013, there were some medical posts that had claims of creating a chemical that would allow females to again partake in parthenogenesis. Now, unfortunately, a lot of this information has been scrubbed from the net. But I'm pretty sure if I were to really, really dig, I can come up with something. Now, but last year, I saw this movie. And so in this movie, this is where parthenogenesis was in full bloom. And it was so abnormal to either see a male, let alone be with one in this movie. Now, this was also about the feminine energy returning to this planet. But, catch the movie if you haven't already, and see what you think about that movie. All right, so now those triggering images that I showed you with the teeth because our wombs are out of harmony. Now, are you still thinking that it's far-fetched to say that there are beings attempting to come here through our portals? I mean, it's not like we were licking ourselves and coughed up a fur ball, right? You know what I'm saying? We didn't eat these teeth. We didn't eat the hair. That's why it's coming out of us. Our ovaries produced these malformed beings that had teeth and hair. And you say you weren't even sexually active for a while? What? Come on now. Yeah, I'm just saying. All right. So all right. So let me get into this here. Now, you know, in in many ancient traditions, the concept of the sacred womb is also deeply intertwined with the overall well-being of an individual, right? So Yemaya, the goddess of the ocean and motherhood in Yoruba mythology, is believed to possess the immense healing powers that extend to the sacred womb. You know, I speak about Yemaya often. A powerful symbol of feminine energy and empowerment. So her presence serves as a reminder that the strength of women lies not only in our individual accomplishments, but also in our ability to come together and build support systems, right? Okay. So let's see here. Let me adjust myself. Now, so when I say she, it may seem that I'm referring to an actual person, but I'm referring to energy. Okay, so basically, any of us could embody Yemaya, right? So she's often associated with motherhood, nurturing, and then also the power of creation, right? That's Yemaya. So Yemaya embodies the essence of femininity through her compassionate nature, through her wisdom and protective instincts, right? Okay. And so this takes us to actually, let me just back up, because the protective instincts, you know, as mothers, you know, first we protect ourselves from harm. But when there's children involved, that protective instinct kicks in, and there is nothing that's going to come between you and that child from keeping that child safe, even if it means that other person's death, right? So that protective instinct within Yemaya, right? So now this takes us into two fundamental elements associated with Yemaya's healing energy, right? So which are water and fire, right? And so water is the feminine energy, while fire is the masculine energy. So water symbolizes the purification, cleansing, and the emotional flow, while fire represents transformation, passion, and then also vitality. So the combination of these elements creates a harmonious balance within the sacred womb. Now the colors orange and blue, they hold a significant meaning in relations to the womb's health. So orange is often associated with creativity, our womb space. Orange, creativity, that's the sacral. Okay? That's the second chakra. So, orange, creativity, joy, as well as sensuality. And it represents the vibrant energy that flows through a healthy womb. Right? So we got to get there. We got to get back there, right? Now, blue, on the other hand, signifies calmness, serenity, communication. That's also the colors for Yemaya. All right. Now, so it embodies the need for emotional stability and clear expression within this sacred space. So we're talking about the womb, and the colors blue and the orange, these are representing for orange is the sacral chakra, blue is Timah. And I'm going to show you something here. This is from my workbook, but I want to show you the chakra wheel because this is from the Munso. All right, let me see if I can show you this real good. All right, so what I'm showing you here, the color orange is here, and then right across from it is blue, right? So these are what's called complementing colors. When they're right across, those are complementing colors, right? So, and then, so your orange, that is the sacral. That blue, that is the throat chakra, right? So these two are working work hand in hand. So that blue again represents for Timah, and that orange represents for the sacral. And Timah represents the energy for the sacred womb, right? Okay. And let me see something with this too. Now, drawing from ancient Hindu scripts like the Garbha Upanishad, it further emphasizes how emotions and mental states can impact the development of a child in the womb, right? So the color red, now this is the root chakra, but the color red, it symbolizes passion and vitality, okay? And it's believed to stimulate the baby's growth and vitality. And it's said to also encourage a strong life force and sense of purpose. And that's also a masculine energy. So when I'm saying masculine and feminine, I'm not talking about male and females. I'm talking about the energy that's within inside of both male and females. But in this instance, I'm talking about the energy that's inside of women, right? So this red, this is the root chakra. This is representing for the genitals. This is the first chakra that we start working with, right? Okay. Now, similarly, the color blue promotes a sense of tranquility and harmony. So this is creating an environment that's conducive to a baby's overall well-being. Now, a great example of the chakras too, using the red and the blue. If you've seen this series called The Wheel of Time, you know that there are that the women are called Ajadai, and they all have specific colors and they have a specific job. Just like the chakras, just like the orishas, they all have a specific job, and they can intertwine, the orishas, because they are very, very fluid, just as energy is very fluid. And although I'm talking about colors, I'm talking about orishas, I'm talking about chakras, what I'm talking about is energy. And energy is either feminine or masculine, right? So now in this series, Wheel of Time, you have the red Ajadai, and the red Ajadai, they are a specific type of warrior, right? Because that's warrior energy. And so what they do is hunt down men that are exhibiting a specific type of energy so that it can be dispelled, because they are very dangerous. And then you have the blue Ajadai, and the one that stands out is moraine. So you have moraine as the blue Ajadai, and then as the blue Ajadai, and then the red Ajadai, that is, what is her name? It starts with L, I believe. Lorraine? Is it Lorraine or Moraine? Something like that. I can't remember. So if you're watching this, you may notice how these two characters, they appear to be against each other, and they seem like they might fight each other. But the thing is, they really just have they have very dominant personalities, right? So the red Ajadai, she's pretty aggressive because that's masculine energy. But the blue Ajadai, she's a little calmer, but she's very direct. She has a type of aggressive sense about her, and she's no nonsense, right? So you'll notice this with all of the Ajadai, and that is feminine energy. However you see it, that is the feminine vessel. That is feminine energy, right? So now it's not that the red and the blue Ajadai are against each other, although they might seem it. It's just that they are very dominant, like I said. So I'm going to show you something here. Show you this wheel again. Okay. So on this wheel, you have. Let me bring it back. So on this wheel, you have the red here, and then you have the blue. So they're not across from each other, they're not diagonal, they're like from here. So you see the arrow here and this going there. Now they are both primary colors, right? They're primary colors, right? So with the chakras, you have three main lower chakras, and then with the upper, you have three higher chakras. The first higher chakra is red, right? She's number one. She's top dog, right? She's primary. And then the first main higher chakra is the blue. So that's the blue Ajadai. She's primary. So with these two personalities being primary, it would seem like they're going against each other and that they're fighting each other, but ultimately they have the same goal, which is to heal, which is to bring things into balance and to be proper with it, right? Okay. So that's how your colors flow. That's how your energies flow. This is how you look at colors. This is the chakra wheel. This is how you look at your chakras. All right. So now, according to the Garba Upanishad, the sacred womb is considered to be the dwelling space of the divine. And it emphasizes the belief that the unborn child is not just a physical entity, but also a spiritual being. So, the Upanishad teaches that the womb should be revered and protected, as it is the source of the life and the gateway of the soul to enter this world, right? And it encourages the nurturing and care of the womb, and it also recognizes that its significance is the creation and continuation of life, right? Okay. Gotta have that water. Now, Yemaya, she could play a very significant role in this scenario. in regards to the Garba Upanishad. So Yemaya, the mother of all Orishas, is believed to possess the power to nurture and protect the womb, right? So now by invoking the presence of this powerful deity and seeking the guidance, we then begin to tap into this divine energy to cultivate a deep connection with our own wombs. So how do we do this? We do this through rituals, right? We do this through rituals. All right, so I know there's this negative stigma surrounding the thought of performing rituals that could stem from anywhere. It could stem from various factors, right? Pretty much it's coming from television, basically, with like dark occult practices where people are being sacrificed or something like that, right? So let's just get a definition of a ritual. So rituals. A ritual is commonly, let me just read this off of here. Someone to give it to you exact. All right. So a ritual is commonly known as a precise sequence of words, gestures, and actions which follow norms and specific order. And this came from study.com. So let's give an example, right? So what is an example of a ritual? Now this is just one for gathering with others. And it's called a birthday celebration. It's called a birthday celebration. Yep. Birthdays, celebrating birthdays. That's a ritual that we're performing. Yep. So it's a precise sequence of words that are said at the event, which is more like a chant. You know, that birthday song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. How old are you? Da 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 da. Right? The happy birthday song. That's the chant for the ritual, right? So there are specific traditions, customs, which would be like gestures, like making a cake, lighting the candles on the cake, right? Cutting the cake, you're sacrificing the cake, right? You're blowing out the candles. Okay, so these are rituals, right? And then, so you're exchanging gifts. So that's the action that's taken during the ritual of the birthday. Y'all gonna hate me for this. The birthdays are rituals. Want to know some more rituals? Thanksgiving, that's a ritual. Christmas, that's a ritual. All these things, these are all rituals, okay? So I just want you to be comfortable with the word ritual, because you're doing rituals all the time. All the time. We're doing rituals all the time. Taking a bath, that's a ritual, right? These are things that we do over and over, you know? So don't be afraid of the word ritual. Don't let it provoke some type of fear inside of you, because what is fear? What is fear? It's just really just something that you don't know. And how do you get over fear? You actually have to face it. You actually have to face it, right? But see, these rituals that I just called out, these are things that look pretty to us. These are the pretty things that we don't struggle with. And these are the things that seem fun. But see, there are other rituals that you can get into, like doing shadow work. Yep, doing shadow work. Those are triggers, though. Doing shadow work in regards to a fear that you might have in regards to something. You know what I'm saying? So all it is facing it head on. You have to face it head on. Then once you've actually understood. See, and also, fears come from ignorance too, though. Fears are based in ignorance, right? So once you actually face it, you learn what it is, then the fear is actually gone. You've dispelled it. You've dispelled whatever that was surrounded it, that was blocking you or keeping you from going forward because of this fear. Right? So, all right. So, as I was saying, we tap into Timah's divine energy through rituals. You can do it with prayers and offerings that will be like dedicated to Timah. So basically, I'm saying that you dedicating it to yourself, to your womb, to the sacred womb, right? So we be creating a sacred space within ourselves, and this is to foster a sense of spiritual well-being and harmony within our wombs. So this divine energy, it influences with this divine energy, with the influence of this divine energy, right, it would help us to embrace our femininity, our honor, right? Because we be honoring our bodies, and we be cultivating a positive mindset towards our reproductive health, emotional well-being, to enhance our overall sense of empowerment and self-care, right? Okay. So now this connection with this deity can serve as a reminder of the sacredness of our wombs and encourage us to prioritize our emotional and spiritual needs for our healing. And by acknowledging the presence of this divine energy and embracing our role as the guardians of the sacred womb, we further enhance our journey towards a healthy and harmonious reproductive experience. See, because our reproductive journey spans throughout our life. This goes beyond the physical act of bearing children. Our reproductive journey encompasses various stages and experiences. So it includes the exploration of our identity, understanding our body's changes and needs, and embracing the cycles of fertility as well as menopause. So throughout our life, our reproductive journey involves nurturing our overall well-being, embracing our femininity, and connecting with the divine within ourselves, right? Because after all, the womb is a divine space where the soul of the unborn child resides, and it should be treated with utmost reverence. The Garba Upanishad. Okay, so I'm not gonna sit on here much longer. Actually, any longer. These are my glasses for sitting at the computer because of the negative light that comes from it. So I'm gonna end this now. I'm going to end this now. So if you found this beneficial at all, go ahead and, if you would like, subscribe to the channel, thumb up the video by liking it so that it can get through the algorithm, letting it know that you would like to see more from this channel. Share the videos with your friends, with your enemies, whoever. All right, so I'm out of here, and peace out.